Okay, this is a tutorial for Mika and Nihao for 2GAX 2021 fall. So we are going to create a low poly model and this kind of low poly model and try to cover some basics of the modeling technique, some tips and about the relationship between smooth models and extrusions and crease. All right. So in order to make this example, I'm going to create a similar model as one of the students' example model. And I'm going to extrude this one, Control E, extrude without the faces together. Oops. And scale this down. Yeah, and we can, okay, again, delete the faces, start to play around with, yeah. So yeah, I'm just trying to mimic what students have. You can also have different size. Okay, I guess. And we can have another one slightly different. It's different kind of. Do this. I'm sure you will make it much more interesting. I trust. Okay. Okay. Let's say once we have this, we need to snap this precisely. DB snap and V snap. Okay. Luckily, I made this, they are same size, but it's also possible that sometimes you are in different scale, right? So what you want to do is maybe you can select the object mode, DB, and from this point to maybe this point, yeah. And what you want to do is you want to put this point yeah, V, and snap to the correct position. Okay. And you now you want to connect these two. Yeah, they are not connected. So you can use mesh combine to make this into one object. You need to delete this history. So go to edit, delete by type history, and you can use mesh, edit mesh and merge. Okay. So, and I think this kind of kink is very unnatural. So I'm going to move this slightly up or either parallel or up. Yeah, you can always adjust the low poly model. Yeah, to get something a bit more. You can always adjust this later. Yeah. So I'm going to, yeah, I think that's an interesting geometry. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I'm going to make a copy and do some other treatments. Okay, so what if you wanna make some traveling seam around here? So let's say you can select these lines and press 3. And what we are going to try is we are going to use mesh and crease. And after that command, you have to drag your mouse, middle mouse click from left screen to the right and watch this bar. Yeah, so I'm going to click my middle mouse button from left to right. You see this crease value on the bar on the bottom is changing as well. You can see that value. So crease it all the way to 10. Okay, so that is how you can make some really quick crease. Yeah, and if you want to display this much sharper, one thing you can do is you go to select this geometry and go to smooth mesh and boost this division up. So it's much smoother looking. Yeah. And you can also, you see that this geometry or this render property at least will look much better if you have the anti-aliasing turned on. You see how these lines look a little bit better. Okay, so if you, I would always do this too before anything. Okay, now I have this seam. It would have been like quite interesting if they are like traveling around. Maybe I'm gonna fix it by, I'm going to uncrease this, crease, uncrease it by drag to the left. Watch this bar here. Yeah, I'm going to select this. I'm going to select this line and G to repeat the command and drag to the right. Okay, so yeah, it is interesting, but it's a bit weird that it's happening on the convex geometry. It's your choice, of course, but I don't really like it. Let's see if I move this up, we'll make it better. Can be. Yeah. So you see the point. So if the crease was happening on a bulged geometry, it's better that it's keep on happening on the bulged geometry. Okay. Yeah. So you can always like change things around and massage. Okay. So that is, why not? Yeah. Interesting crease. Maybe I'm gonna try another crease that travels here. That also looks a bit weird. You see how the shadow travels? Yeah, I would also bulge this. Yeah. It's totally up to you how you define your design. Yeah, so I have this crease, the other crease. Yeah, it's really totally up to you to like start shading this. Okay, so that is one way of creating crease. And you can, you have to, if you wanna export this, you need to smooth it. Crease, no, sorry. Mesh, smooth, and check your option. It needs to be Maya Cutmer Clark crease, and you have to say crease all and apply. Okay, yeah, and you can add maybe 2 division or 3 division to make sure that, so the crease is going to be preserved in the smooth. So this is a quick and easy way to create crease geometry. Another thing I want to try is, I'm going to check with legacy. I'm going to apply 1 level of smoothness. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe try use this edge and create a bevel. So you go to edit mesh, bevel, and create a offset, some bigger channel, and you can either use this surface as to apply another new material to create some surface texture, differentiation, for example, like that. Yeah, so these corners are sharp, but it's okay. So yeah, either you do that or you can use this channel. Sorry, use this channel to maybe create a kind of a recessed channel. So I'm like bring this in and making it thinner. And for this, you would want to delete this surface and this surface here. And for this, let me bring it back to white to just show you better geometry. This, yeah, this creates that kind of chamfer. Yeah, you can move them up by lifting it. One thing I just wanted to say is that this one, you can just accept this, but I think it will look much better if this crease was sharper. So I'm going to crease this. So do you think it's much better? So you can have different like size of bevel, size channel, or moving around, and you can, of course, you can decide to delete that. Yeah, or you can create a channel like that. So this is a way to deal with that. Yeah, and I'm gonna try to just delete these faces on this option. And if you wanna display the the negative surface, you can go to lighting and two-sided face. Yeah. Okay. So these are all valid study. Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to cover about the extrusion. So let's still keep some crease. So I want to explain some problem. So I'm going to make this curve as a crease. Okay. I can. So yeah, I want to keep this crease. And this is a channel. It's a hollow channel. And okay, I'm going to now bake this. I'm going to render this one. Yeah. And what you need to consider is the extrusion. So you might want to render the other side differently. Okay. So let's say I want inner surface to be, I'm going to use different color. Let's say I'm going to make red color. It's okay to be a bit ugly now. I'm gonna have red color inside and outside the blue color. So I'm going to extrude this, yeah, and extrude this a little bit, let's say, just to show you what's happening. And I'm going to right click and apply another material. Maybe can be white. Yeah, that's fine. I think, yeah, I'm going just to make it more clear. I'm going to use blue. Okay. Okay, let's say, all right. So if I press 3 now, 3, not 2, yeah, this edge is a little bit weird. So I'm going to color the edge to show you what's happening. So I'm going to color this edge, double click and right click. And I'm going to use a new material and a very dark. Yeah, so that is my edge, right? I have a lot of edge. I need to select everything. Yeah, so it's creating a rounded edge with weird connection, weird separation on the surface. So what you want to do is you select all the faces and you can detach them. Yeah. So if you detach it, you will see that this is a bit weird. You'll see that this is actually sharp. It's because the Catmull Clark will crease all. So, so for example, if you now smooth this thing, so we are going to use mesh smooth using crease all, you will see the difference. Okay, if you say crease all, it's going to crease like that. So you see the same problem as your display model. Okay, in order to prevent that, you will have to, when you select or press 3, you will have to crease this edge. Crease. Yeah, and that looks more proper and appropriate. And just say apply. Yeah, and now you have like clean edge. Okay, another thing is, what if you want to still have the corner to be rounded? It's possible that you want to have this round, right? So in order to do that, you have to just say legacy. Yeah, so legacy one crease your round corner, one crease your corner. If you say apply, it's gonna round your corner. Yeah. So yeah, so if you want a rounded result, you don't have to do anything. You just use legacy. So, but what if you want the legacy, but you think this display is very like bothering you? Yeah. So it's possible that you can go to the smooth edge, smooth mesh, and go to open soft control and display, change this one to sharp edges, just to change this display for your 3 display. Okay, so this is if you want the legacy result. Yeah, so you can just come here and change the display. Of course, if you don't find it bothersome, you can just leave it as it is before. Yeah, so I think probably, yeah, it depends. Yeah, probably if you just want the sharp corner, you leave this just as it is, as default, and just come here and crease everything that you want, that you need to. Okay. I need to crease this corner. G. Yeah. So you might wonder, why do I have to detach this? Can I just crease it? Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, just more selection. Yeah, but you crease it. So I want to show you that there is this problem that when you extrude it, this crease, this new geometry, this new edge doesn't get creased. So you need to click on that and crease it to get a proper corner. Yeah. So I have to select and treat all the edges after you extrude. I have to go through each edge and do that. So it's what I find it easier is I just select these faces like that, one by one, everything. I missed one. Yeah, let's see if I missed any more. Okay, and then I'm gonna apply the material and I'm going to detach. All right. So now I have properly extruded and sharp corner. And now this is low poly still. Yeah. So I will have to, once you are done with this model, that you want to export this, yeah, you need to just have everything creased properly. And then you go to mesh smooth, find the correct method for you. In this case, I want sharp corner, so I need to use crease all option, and I'm going to apply. Yeah, you can slowly change the division level. Yeah, so don't do it at once. Just boost it. You wanna always try and check if it's smooth enough for your own purpose. Yeah, so I think this crease is not very obvious. It's also because I added the channel in a smooth surface. So let's see if 3 will help me. It's helping me a little bit. Oh, I forgot to crease this edge, you see? That's why there is this problem here. Yeah. So you need to be just patient and check every single corner. Otherwise, it's very difficult to go back. Okay, so that's it. So what I wanted to cover today is about crease and extrusion. Yeah.